Hello, I'm Bretton, one of our MCAT tutors here at Inspira Advantage, where we help students get into med school and other professional programs. Welcome back to today's talk about social cognition. As you prepare for the MCAT, it's crucial to understand the psychological processes that underlie how we perceive and interact with others in our social environment. Today, we're going to delve into key concepts and theories related to social cognition and discuss real-life examples to help illustrate these ideas more effectively. Let's begin with the basics of the social cognition components. There are three components of social cognition. These are the perceiver, labeled as P. This is the individual making the judgments, the person deciding whether someone is trustworthy or not, the person literally seeing things. Next, we have the target, T. This is the person being judged, the stranger who's being assessed by the perceiver. And finally, we have the situation or the environment. This is the context in which the judgment occurs, meeting someone at a new job interview versus at a party. Understanding these three components allows us to analyze and interpret interactions much more accurately. Another really important concept to understand is social capital. This refers to the practice of developing and maintaining relationships that form social networks. These networks are built on trust and cooperation, with members willing to help each other out. For example, a neighborhood watch group is a form of social capital where neighbors look together and work together to ensure the safety of their community. Next, we have the implicit personality theory. Now, this is a very interesting theory that describes the process by which we form impressions about others. We often pick up on a single characteristic, such as someone's appearance or their occupation, and then make assumptions about the person's other traits based on that single characteristic. This can lead to stereotyping and misunderstandings that we want to avoid generally. For instance, assuming that someone who is well-dressed is also highly intelligent, or that a person who works in a low-paying job is lazy. Next, there are 6 cognitive biases you need to understand really well for the MCAT Psych section, beginning with the primacy effect. The primacy effect gives more weight to information presented first. For example, forming a strong opinion about someone based on your first impression, or in a list, remembering the first item listed, in this case, the letter A in the alphabet. This is kind of similar to the recency effect, but the opposite, where the recency effect, you give more weight to information presented last, like being swayed by the most recent argument in a debate or the last letter in a list. So we have reliance on central traits. This is overestimating the importance of central characteristics, assuming that intelligence is the primary factor in predicting success. Next, we have one of my favorites, which is the halo effect, which assumes someone with one positive trait has other positive traits as well. For example, you could believe that an attractive person is also kind and intelligent, or it could be that you see someone as kind and assume that, oh, they're also attractive and intelligent. Any one of these things will promote a halo effect, saying this person's just great because they do one thing really well. Next, we have the just world hypothesis. This is believing that people get what they deserve, for example, blaming a victim for their misfortune. And finally, we have the self-serving bias. This is attributing success to ourselves and failure to external factors. For example, crediting our own hard work for a promotion, but blaming bad luck for a missed opportunity. And the final theory we need to talk about for social cognition today is attribution theory. Attribution theory is focusing on how individuals infer the causes of other people's behavior. There are 2 main types of attributions. We have a dispositional attribution and a situational attribution. A dispositional attribution is attributing behavior to internal factors, such as personality. So for example, this would be like believing somebody is late because they are disorganized and they suck. Whereas a situational attribution would be attributing behavior to external factors, such as context or circumstance. So for example, again, that same person, maybe they don't suck, they're just late because they were probably in traffic. As you're preparing for your MCAT, it's important to remember that social cognition plays a significant role in our daily lives and on the Psych section. Understanding these concepts and biases can help you do better in both of these arenas. So thank you so much for watching our video on social cognition, and I will see you next time.